Hi everybody, this is Lisa, and it's time again for another Verbling class. In this hour, I'm going to be doing the writing class, and so if you are interested in improving your English writing skills and getting some quick feedback from me, then this is a good class for you. Hi Hamid, how are you this morning? Hi.
This evening.
Yeah, well, it's morning for me, evening for you.
Yes.
Yeah, good. All right, awesome. Well, welcome. And we also have Florian. How are you, Florian? And Marcia, how are you?
Very well, thank you.
Good. Are you getting any sun yet? Marcia, are you getting any sun yet? No sun?
Not today. Yesterday was very nice.
Oh, good. Good. Yes, that is how spring is sometimes around here too. One day sun, then 2 days cloudy, rain, sun.
Here is a little different. One day sun and 300 not sun.
It's a good lesson in acceptance.
Yeah.
You understand acceptance when you
Yes.
have peace? Yeah, you have peace with whatever happens. Yes, good. And Anna, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Okay, wonderful. Welcome to the class. And Florian, I didn't hear from you yet. Is your microphone on? I hear something. Just have to check. Sometimes when you come into the Hangout, it's muted, so you have to look up at the top of the Verbling window, and there's a microphone. So you can, if it's red, then it's muted, and I cannot hear you, Florian. So check on that. Also, when I'm typing now, I guess it mutes me. Yeah, and when it mutes me, I actually also see a red microphone right at the top of my screen, like right there. So that's how you know that your microphone is muted. Okay, welcome everybody. Let me go to the Google chat, and I will post the link to today's write prompts and questions. I added a few more things in case we get some people who want some easier questions. They're at the bottom. So everybody can go and open up that document. And so I see you're doing that. Great. Okay, welcome everybody. Okay, let's see. I'm just going to say hi to everybody and just say hi back to me because I just want to make sure that your microphone is working. And then I will explain how the class works for the people who have not been here before. And if you're ready and you want to get started, you can go ahead and start and you don't have to listen to me. Okay, so Anna, your microphone is working, right? Yep. Hi.
Yeah.
Good. And Imad, is your microphone working? Hi, Imad.
Hi. Yeah.
Perfect.
Hi, Lisa. Sorry.
Imad, where are you sitting in that picture? In the picture that you have for you?
Wow. This picture has been taken from. It's here in Egypt. It's a very big park. Yeah.
Nice.
The document is taking a long time to make.
Oh. It's taking a while for it to load. There are quite a few pictures in there. Maybe, oops, Imad lost his connection. Maybe that was why. Okay, Florian, is your microphone working yet? Florian, you have to have your, oh, nope. Enrique is coming in instead. Okay. All right, hi, Enrique, how are you doing? And Hamid, I know yours is working. Ismail, how are you today?
Fine, thanks, Lisa. How are you? Nice to see you again.
Yeah, I'm just checking to make sure everybody's microphones work. Marcia, I know. Yeah, it's working good. Okay. And Maria, how's yours? Working?
Yeah, I think it's working. Can you hear me?
Okay. Yep, good. Perfect. And Mine, how about you?
Mine is also working, I think
Yes.
so.
Yes, I can hear you. Enrique, I didn't hear from you.
I am here.
Yeah, okay, I can hear you now. It's a little bit low, but that's right. And Hanin? Hanin?
Yes, hello, Lisa. How are you?
Good. How do you say your name?
Hanan.
Hanan. Okay. Where are you from, Hanan?
I'm from Algeria.
Oh, okay, great. Okay, well, welcome everybody. So this is the writing class. It looks like everybody should have been able to open up the document. Maybe one person hasn't yet. So I'm going to put the link in the Google chat again. So if you look there, you go to your left, so it probably is there, and you click on chat, and then it opens up the group chat on your right, and there's the link to the document. It's a Google document, and it's editable, which means we can all write on the page, which means you have to be careful not to write on anybody else's writing where they're writing. Just find an empty spot and then click your mouse or your whatever, your pad or whatever you have, and then that puts your cursor right there, and then you can start writing. So I'm going to explain for people who are new to the class how this works. A lot of people always ask me, how many questions do we have to answer, or how much do we have to write? And actually, there's no requirement. It's for you, and it's only for you to practice. Some people are practicing specific writing styles. Some people are just happy to practice English no matter what they write about. And what happens is we have a bunch of questions here and some prompts, and you just go through and look at them, and if you like it, then you can start with that one. So this is a good example. Marcia's getting started. So what she did is she went to number 1. Number 1 says, describe what is going on in this picture. Tell a story or just describe what you see. So you can do two things. You could just say, there's a lady here, she's doing this, whatever. Or you can make up a little story about it. I hear a little bit of an echo, so if anybody has the Verbling window open, please close that, because I hear a little bit of an echo. All you need is the Google Hangout window open and your document window open. Yeah, so then you just type your name, and that way that helps me find you when you're ready to read and I'm ready to correct. And then you start typing your answer. If you don't want to work on the first one, you can go to the second one. Here's a picture of this little house, and a truck is pulling it, and we don't know why or where they're going or what's going on, but you get to make that story up. So that's the prompt for that. Write a story that goes along with this picture. You can just make it up. Maybe you're driving the truck, maybe you're moving, maybe you have a gift for your daughter. It's like a big doll house. I don't know. It's a tiny house, but you just make it up. Number 3 is a question. Do you think bodybuilders are attractive? Attractive means, do you think it looks nice? Do you like the way that their bodies look? And you can explain your answer, yes or no, why or why not. So we have one woman bodybuilder and one man bodybuilder. Lots of muscles there. Number 4 says, write an email to your brother to tell him about your vacation at the beach. Give details about what you did, how you liked it, etc. So that's writing an email. Number 5 is a question. Would you like to spend a week at this hotel? Why or why not? And this is a hotel that I found in Antalya in Turkey because Hamid is going there. I don't know, I don't think that's the hotel you're staying at, but it looks like a nice one. Looks like Antalya has a lot of nice hotels. And then the TOEFL essay question for those of you who are working on that. The statement is, it is important for people to overcome their fears if they are going to succeed in life. And so your job is to agree or disagree and explain yourself. And usually you want to try to get 300 to 350 words. Take about 30 minutes to plan your essay, write it, and then correct it before you read it. So if you want to work on that, you can. If you don't want to work on any of those, then you can free write and write about whatever you want. And if you want to do some easier questions, then I put in some easier questions that are just maybe you answer with 1 or 2 sentences, but I want you to answer with complete sentences, just not just like yes or no or 1 word, but complete sentences. So there's some questions there that you can work on. And you don't have to write anything for me. It's all for you. So if you want to write a lot, then you can write a lot, and then I will help you. If you want to write a little bit for each question and you want to answer more questions, then you can do that too. It's really up to you, and you can start with number 1 or you can start with number 4. You can start anywhere that you like. It's really just for you to practice for this hour.
Lisa, did you put the link?
Yeah, the link is in the Google chat. Let me put it there again. So if you go to the Google chat, did you go? Yeah, you got to go there. So yeah, just try. So the way it works is you just find a spot, and then you click on it, type your name.
Oh, hello.
And if you have any questions, you can ask me anytime. Just turn on your microphone and speak. When you are finished writing your answer, tell me, and then I will have you read your answer, and then I will make any corrections that are necessary. And if you have any questions, just let me know or whatever. Okay. So let's see. So it looks like we have a little bit of movement in the Google Hangout. Some people are either losing their connection or dropping out or something. So if you have any questions, if you just came in, go to the Google chat and I'll keep posting the link there. And you'll be able to get to the link that way. Does anybody have any questions right now? Hi, Tirpat. Tirpat, did you get the link?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Hanan, do you understand what to do?
Yes, I'm thinking about it.
Sure. Yeah, it takes a little bit of time to think. Good. Great. Okay, I think everybody else knows what they're doing. Tirpat, do you need do you have any questions? Do you want me to explain anything to you? I'm also going to just keep an eye on the VerbLink chat a little bit to see if anybody has any questions over there. Hi, Tatiana and Hanan. Lisa. Yeah, in the past I used to put the document link in the VerbLink chat, but I don't do that now because we've had problems with people coming in and erasing other people's writing. So the way it works now is you have to get into the class, so you have to click on the Join Class button when it's available, and then once you're in, then you get to have the link, and then you can write. So people who are here, you can certainly listen to us read and listen to how I make the corrections if you're interested, and you can write if you want, and then you can put it in the VerbLink chat if you want to do that. I might have time to help some corrections. Marcia, do you want to read the first one?
The scientist is in the middle of the African forest in a warm day of summer. There is a lot of sunshine in this clearing on the woods. She approximates quietly of the monkey baby. She is trying to touch his hand with care to do not scare scare him. It's wrong.
Okay. All right, good. The scientist is in the middle of the African forest, and instead of in, I would say on a day. And then you could say of summer, but more common would be in summer, on a warm day in summer, or during the summer, something like that. I might leave it. Let's see, warm day of summer. That's okay. The prepositions in English can be variable. You can use different ones. Sometimes it has a little bit different meaning, and sometimes it doesn't sound okay, but I think it sounds okay. On a warm day of summer. There is a lot of sunshine in this clearing in the wood. We would say the woods. She, instead of approximated that word, I know what you mean, but we would say something more like she
approached it.
Yeah, she quietly approaches, maybe. Approaches the baby, and then we put baby in front of monkey. The baby monkey.
Yeah.
She is trying to touch his hand. I would say be careful.
Or carefully.
Yeah, you could say she is trying to touch his hand, but I think, and then you can put a comma there, be not too scared. Yeah. She quietly approaches the baby monkey, and I might just make that a separate sentence. She is trying to touch his hand, being careful not to scare him. Yeah.
Sorry, not
to scare him. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Cute monkey, huh? Cute. Okay, Enrique, did you say you're finished?
Yes.
Okay, let's see what's all the way at the bottom here. All right. Child, oh, here's that one. Okay, good. Okay, go ahead. Read that.
Okay, child correct Larousse dictionary. Diego, in just 13 years, discovered a mistake in a publication of the Larousse dictionary. This high school student has highlighted one of the most prestigious publishers in linguistics. All happened in a compensatory language class of IES. The students had to read a book, and Diego has always picked up a dictionary, el box de secundaria. And meanwhile he going over the words one by one, he found out with the definition. 29ª letra del alfabeto español, willing to say 20ª. Oh, sorry, 29ª, willing to say 20ª, which led him, encouraged by his language teacher, to write a letter to Larousse. The French publishing house, founded in 1852 and with presence in Spain since 1912, is one of the reference of this regular student according to their teachers, and despite of have repeat course, he has found out pleasure reading and understanding definitions, partly because he scarcity present of book at home.
Okay, good. All right, so child, and we would say child corrects Larousse dictionary. Diego, and instead of in, we would say at just 13 years, and I would say something more like 13 years of age, or at years, yeah, just 13 years of age, discovered a mistake in a publication of the Larousse dictionary. This high school student has, I don't think it would be highlighted. Highlight is what
high level.
What did you say?
High level.
No. What did you mean there, Enrique? This high school student has
highlighted.
Put in a light, in a public light.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. I would say brought to light the most prestigious Okay. This high school student has brought to light a mistake from one of the most prestigious publishers in linguistic, I would say linguistic materials. It all compensatory language class of IES. The students had to read a book, and Diego, and then we would put a comma just as always, picked up a dictionary, El Vox de Secundaria. And meanwhile, I would say, and while he was going through the words one by one, he found out the definition, the Z definition. Vigésima novena letra del alfabeto español. Okay. What did you mean willing right here? So instead of vigésima, it should be
yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Meaning to say, yeah, we would say meaning to say vigésima, which led him, comma, encouraged by his language teacher to write. So that's already the past there. So which led him to write a letter to Larousse, the French publishing house founded in 1852 and with presence in Spain since 1912, is one of the references. It wouldn't be one of the like the things that he likes to read. You mean? What did you mean here for the references?
Better books in this topic.
Yeah. Okay. Is one of the we could say favorite. This regular student, comma, according to his teachers, and despite having repeated the course, he has found pleasure in reading and studying definitions, partly because of scarcity of books at home. Okay, good. Pretty good, huh? All right, you have another one here?
Yes.
Woman writes with, I saw this video of this lady doing that. Did you see the video of this lady? Yeah, you should look up. It's pretty cool. Go ahead, read it.
Okay. Woman writes with both hands at the same time.
Yeah.
Shen is a young Chinese girl who discovered her skill at school. This young girl is able to translate simultaneously from Spanish to Chinese and vice versa. Then Chen lives in Handan Province, China, in the north of the country, and she works as a professional translator. Her awesome capacity to dissociate the use of both her hands and her incredible focusing power made her famous. When I was at high school, I wrote consciously with both hands to try to accomplish my scholarly tasks quickly, said Chen.
Yeah, cool. Okay. I only saw two things, I think. Her awesome capacity to dissociate the use of both her hands and her incredible focusing power, I would just say, has made her famous. And then this one, we put the comma and then the quotation. And that's all. Okay, yeah, that's pretty cool. In the video, you can see her. She has one hand and she's writing in Chinese. The other hand, she's writing in English. It's like this. I think it's saying the same thing, but it's pretty wild.
Yes.
Great. Yeah. Okay, is anybody else ready to read?
Can I read?
Oh, she first.
Okay, Hanan, where number were you writing?
Marcia. What do I read?
Number 4, write an email.
Write an email to your brother to tell him about your vacation at the beach. Give details about what you did, how you liked it, etc.
Okay, go ahead.
Dear brother, I hope you are well. I'm thoroughly enjoying my holiday. It's very warm and sunny here. Spending a lot of time on the beach playing football. Sorry.
Football, yeah, good. Great. That I don't see any corrections needed. Did you want to write any more, or or you want to go to something else? The only thing is for writing emails, usually we say some kind of a goodbye. So you might say something
best regards.
Say
Best
that or
regards.
with love or
Yes. If another person will say best regards.
yeah, warm regards.
Yes,
You could say
yes, yes. But I think except my brother or my sister, we don't say best regards in letter, isn't it?
no, you could say best regards to somebody who is just a friend or somebody you even don't know very well, but you wish them well. But with somebody closer, you would say something like with love or
Okay.
something like if your mom or your dad or your brother or somebody who's in your immediate family. Otherwise, you could use some of these other ones. If it's very informal, you could say something like see, talk to you, something like that. Yeah, any kind of way to just end it. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Oh, Marcia, are you ready? Sorry.
Okay. I think the body builders are not attractive. They look artificial and too concentrated in the physical aspects of themselves. I always be attracted for more intellectual and more intellectual aspects of the people.
Okay, good. I think the bodybuilders are not attractive. They look artificial and too, we would say,
concentrated.
Yeah, on their I would say their physical aspects of themselves, or you could say on the physical aspects of themselves. Yeah, that's right. I um I I would say I would always be more attracted to
What
I would say
attracts
to intellectual aspects of
a person?
yeah you could say that. I would always be more attracted to the intellectual aspects of a person. Yeah. In Brazil, is bodybuilding a very popular sport?
No, I think only in the big cities.
Yeah. That's
I
crazy.
didn't know, and I didn't knew in person someone like that.
Yeah, I don't know anybody like that either, but it looks kind of gross, I think. Like, look at her leg. I mean, it's like, doesn't even look like a leg. It's crazy.
I find it strange.
I mean, that's kind of extreme. I mean, some people who have a little muscle, they look good, but this is kind of like extreme. I mean, that just shows you like everybody, there's all kinds of things people are interested in this world. Like, can you imagine that's what you're interested in? You go and you like make your body look weird. I mean, people like it. Some people like it. I just don't know how it's really different.
It's a very difficult question, Lisa.
Which one?
The TOEFL question.
Oh yeah.
I'm getting very philosophical here.
Good.
So, be prepared.
Okay.
For that.
Good. Overcoming fear. Yeah. I'm just getting tripped out by looking at these bodybuilders. I'm going to have a lot to read. You guys are all working on the long TOEFL question. Wow, Enrique, you're coming up with all the interesting news events. $42. Hi, Juan.
Hi, teacher.
Juan, I'm going to put the link for you in the Google chat, so if you want to do some writing, you can go to it. There you go. Okay, Enrique, do you want to read that one?
Okay.
Okay, hold on.
Woman died after 42 years in coma. Eduardo spent 42 years of her life in a coma unconsciously, even when she has her eyes open, and died at her home in Miami Gardens, Florida, United States. The woman lost consciousness after suffering a diabetic shock. Eduarda, 59, fell into a deep coma in 1970 when she was 16. After vomit her diabetes medication. Before losing consciousness, she asked her mother, Kay, don't leave her alone. Kay dedicated her life to look after Eduarda and died at age 18 in 2008, having received a condecoration from the Vatican for her actions. Then the task of caring for the woman was left to Colleen. She kept her sister in her house, turned her around every 2 hours to prevent her skin, and provide insulin, feeding through a tube, and keep her airways clean. Eduarda taught me a lot, even after falling in coma. She taught me a lot about unconditional love that I cannot say I had before. She taught me about patience. It's as I grew up at once, said Eduarda's sister.
Wow. Okay, Eduarda spent 42 years of her life in a coma, unconscious, even when she had her eyes open, and died at her home in Miami Gardens, Florida, United States. The woman lost consciousness after suffering a diabetic shock. Eduarda, 59, fell into a deep coma in 1970 when she was 16 after vomiting, we'd say, her diabetes, we would say vomiting her diabetes medication. Before losing consciousness, she asked, I would say she told her mother, Kay, don't leave, don't, because that's what she said, actually, don't leave me alone. Kay dedicated her life to looking after Eduarda and died at age 80 in 2008, having received a condecoration from the Vatican for her actions. Then the task of caring for the woman was left to Colleen. She kept, past tense, kept her sister in her house, turning her around every 2 hours to prevent hurting her skin, and provided insulin, feeding through a tube, and Eduarda taught me a lot, even after falling into, I would say, she taught me a lot about unconditional love that I can't say I had maybe something like known before. She taught me about patience. It's as if, I would say, it's as if at once, said Eduarda's sister. Okay.
Yeah, thank you, Lisa.
Yeah. Wow. Wow. Where are you getting all these stories? Are you reading them in your newspaper or something?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I do the translation.
The translation. Yeah, good. That's good. Okay, I think Hanin wrote this, but she left. Yes, I would like to spend my holidays, I would say, at this hotel. I would pass my days resting and reading near the pool. Yeah, that sounds nice.
Lisa, I finished.
Okay. All right, let's see. Okay. Okay, go ahead.
Important people have some personalities to overcome for their problems, and they try to become more successful for their lives. With this reason, one of these personalities is the fear. I totally agree with this opinion, and I want to mention why. Firstly, the meaning of fear can occur for people that they love and also to become addicted for their jobs. People should know to balance their levels of fears. If they fear highly, they can be affected negative way. On the other hand, if they fear lower level, it can give more success for their jobs. Secondly, fear should happen less stress for their actions. With this way, less stress creates more productivity for workers because it also gives inspirations. For this topic, best example may be Edison. I mean, he tried to find true material for his inventions, many things. He was worried, but fortunately, he gained the triumph. This triumph changed humanity's future. To sum up, there is one quote from Marianne Williamson. She says, "Love is what we were born with, fear is what we learned here." With this quote, love and fear are good relationship tightly.
Okay. All right, let's see. Important people have some, I wouldn't call it personalities. Fear is more like not a personality, but maybe
characteristics.
No.
I'm sorry, but I got a warning here, a red warning.
What did it say?
An error prevented this document from being saved. Is that I don't want to click on anything that makes changes, so I don't know what to do. But I cannot write now. Right now.
I would just refresh your page.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that'll work. Okay, all right. So let's see. No problem. Important people have some. Let's use the word issues, and if I think of something else, I'm gonna issues to overcome. Okay. Important people have some
challenges.
Yeah, that would be good. To overcome their problem, try to become. Let's see. I would say as they try to become more successful in their life. I would just say these challenges is fear. I totally agree with this statement. Let's say I want to mention why. Firstly, the meaning of fear, or the I would say the challenge can occur for people that they love. Do you mean like they're worried about people they love?
Sorry?
What did you mean here when fear can occur for people that they love? You mean people worried about them or them worried about people they love?
Worried becomes the love. Just a moment. Love becomes the successful for their jobs, and people love the job. They can be addicted for their job.
Okay. All right. So. All right. So let's see.
I finished. Okay.
Okay, the challenge of fear can occur for people that, okay, the challenge, let's see. I would say some people for or about people that they love, and also they can have addicted to their jobs. People should know how to balance their levels of fear. If they, I would say, if they have a high degree of fear, they can be affected in. On the other hand, if they have a low, it can bring more on, let's see, on their, okay. Secondly, fear should happen less stress for their actions. What does that mean? Fear should cause less stress, or what do you mean?
Yes, cause maybe I can say occur, not happen.
Secondly, fear. Let's create that. Okay, hold on.
Bring more stress.
Yeah, maybe fear could stress. With their actions. In this way, or I could say something like, therefore, stress creates more productivity for workers because it also gives them, I would say, for this topic, the best example may be Edison. I mean, he tried to find, I would say, good materials for his inventions of many. He was worried or fortunately, I would just say, eventually triumphed. His triumph changed humanity's future. To sum up, there is one quote from Marianne Williamson. She says, "Love is what we were born with. Fear is what we learned here." With this quote, love and fear are in good relationship. What did you mean here with this last one? With this quote, love and fear are, what do you mean in good relationship? Like they're connected to each other?
Love and fear's relationship.
Do you mean that they're connected?
Yes.
Okay, I would just say that. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Good.
Thank
Okay,
you.
Ahmad, where did you put yours? Ahmad. Okay, go ahead, Ahmad.
Yeah. Yeah, just I was. Yeah. I agree with this statement for two reasons. First, it's a crucial skill in life to learn how to overcome our fears, not only to success, but also to stay alive. Second, fearing might limit our vision and easily lead us to fail. It might be easy to run and hide from our problems, but this life is kind of adventure, and we have to go through. I should say through it. Those who don't
you had it right. You had it right. Because you wrote, this life is kind of, I would just say, an adventure that we have to go through. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
Those who don't have the courage or do something usually face their fears and fail. A good example for this is when you learn a new language. I should say a new language.
Mm-hmm.
Some people have kind of fearing of making mistakes if they share in the class. When you raise your hand, ask questions, I should say questions, yeah. Speak and make mistakes, you are actually learning, I should say, something. Yeah?
Yeah.
And you don't know. Without these mistakes, you don't learn anything. Furthermore, latest research showed that when people have fearing of a problem in their life, they usually fail in it, not because they were not able to do it, but because use they were, I think, were not focusing on the on this problem. Their feelings cause them to live in illusions and thoughts that keep them away from the right decisions. Like what happens when we sometimes fail in tests, not because our bad preparation, yeah, but because of our fears. In conclusion, we have to face our fearing to go through this hard life. We should forget it and focus on the problem and not anything else in order to success in life.
Okay, good. All right, I agree with this statement for two reasons. First, it's crucial. I would say it's a crucial in life to learn how to overcome our fears, not only to have success, but also to stay alive. Second, instead of saying fearing, we would say having fear might limit our vision and easily lead us to fail. It might be easy to run and hide from our problems, but this life is kind of an adventure that we have to go through. Those who don't have the courage for it, do something, hold on. Don't have the courage, I would say, to do something, comma, usually do not and fail. A good example for this is when you learn a new language. Some people have, we could just say, have a kind of fear of making mistakes if they share in the class. When you raise your hand, ask questions, speak, and make mistakes, comma, you are actually learning something you don't know. Without these mistakes, comma, you can't.
Hello, teacher.
Hi. Furthermore, hold on, I'm correcting Ahmad's. Furthermore, I would say the latest research has shown that when people have fear of a problem in their life, they usually.
Excuse me, teacher. Hello.
Yes.
What are you doing? I wanna know what are you doing, because I wanna introduce in the class.
Well, this is the last one. The last.
What I'm doing right now is correcting Ahmad because different people have been writing, and now I make corrections when they're done writing. So.
All right.
Yeah.
I have to write my conversation. And
yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Did you get the link?
Oh. Okay. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
Give me a minute.
Sure. No problem.
Okay.
Furthermore, the latest research has shown that when people have fear of a problem in their life, they usually fail. Not because they were not able to do it, but because they were not focusing on the problem. Their fear caused them to live in illusions and thoughts that kept in, live in illusions, and I would say have thoughts that kept them away from the right decisions. Like when we sometimes fail a test, not because of our bad preparation, but because of our fears. In conclusion, we have to face our fear to go through this hard life. We should forget, I would say, on the problem and not anything else in order to, so you can say in order to succeed in life or to have in life. You can say either way.
Oh, succeed, not. Fearing, can I say fearing?
No,
is it
fearing is In this sense,
No, it's not in this sentence. In general, can I say
yes,
fearing?
you can say something like he was a total.
Meltdown.
But
Fearing
fearing is not so common. You would say it more like he had. To have fear is more common.
I'm done with my
Jesus.
Another question. Can I say I have fears about something, but making it plural? Like I have not only one thing, but I have fears about something. Is it correct? Is it English?
I have fears. More common just to say I have fear. Yeah.
Okay.
I am ready, Lisa.
Or I am afraid.
Yeah, afraid. Oh.
Yeah, I am afraid. Okay, so who's ready? Maria and Ismail, are you both ready or just Ismail?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay. So let me go to Maria, then Ismail. Okay, go ahead.
It's yellow.
Yeah, I see.
I'm inclined to agree with the statement, but let's take a closer look at some famous quotes about fear so that we may get a definition of the concept fear. It would be easy to say that all fears are bad, but are they? Is it bad to fear wrongdoing? Is it bad to fear punishment or retaliation? I think I have some of that fear. We must realize that fear is an instinct aiming at protecting us. Fear makes us run when we encounter dangerous situations. Fear makes our body working very logically in a threatening situation. A famous quote is, fear of God is the beginning of wisdom. This sounds very contradictory to me, and I have been giving it some thought. It would indeed be nice to own some wisdom, but is it achievable by fearing God? Another famous quote is, to conquer fear is the beginning of wisdom. So the first quote implies that we should fear, that it is good, and the other quote implies that fear is something bad, something that prevents us from achieving desired things in life. Like I wrote above, I cannot rule out that fear is something only bad for humans. Likewise, I'm not ready to say that fear is something that is only good. I may want to be sorting out what kind of fears I have, and more specifically what I am fearing, but I'm not going to include it in this essay. In conclusion, fear is an instinct, and as such it has an important function as a warning system, which may protect our bodies in a dangerous situation. The other kind of fear, which is implied in the Bertrand Russell quote, is more of a feeling, I think. And that kind of fear is bad because we feel best when we feel happiness and love.
Lots of different ways to go on that question. Okay, good. I think I only made one correction right here. Fear makes our body work. You said working, but I just changed it to work.
Okay.
Very logically in a threatening situation. Okay, I'm kind of agree with this statement, but let's take a closer look at it. Yeah.
Nothing else?
I don't think so. Let me just look. But is it dead? Okay.
Could have a discussion about that later, but
yeah,
is it only something bad? I mean, I think it could be good also.
Right.
It's philosophical.
Right, exactly. I'm already saying. I want to study out. Okay, good. Yeah, that's all.
Okay.
Good.
Just one correction. Wow.
Yep. And lots to think about.
Yeah, indeed.
Yeah, that would be a fun conversation to have. Okay, Ismail, what do you think?
Yes, Lisa.
Go ahead.
Number 6.
Yeah.
I totally agree with the statement that it is important for people to overcome their fears if they are going to succeed in life. First of all, we cannot escape from our fears all the time. If we want to be successful in the work life, we should find a solution for our fears. Secondly, our fears can make life unbearable for us. There are many fears which affect people's ordinary life so deeply that these people cannot go work even. They cannot make a speech to a group of people. How can these fearful people be successful in business life? We cannot live with these fears all of our life. Thirdly, it is not easy to find a remedy for fears, but we must do something for this because they are hindering us from our goal. If we want to arrive our goals, we should pass beyond the hindering things. Fourthly, I think that the most important thing to solve the problem is being determined. If we decide to solve our fear problem, then we can search a solution and may get some professional help from a psychiatrist. When we are going into that way, solving the problem is more possible. As a consequence, we cannot live with our fears all of our lives. We cannot get our aims. Even the bare life with lots of fears is very heavy weight for a human. We should solve our fear problem firstly, then the work life and our life will be more happy than before, and we are going to succeed in life.
Okay, good. All right, I totally agree with the statement that it is important for people to overcome their fears if they are going to succeed in life. First of all, not escape from our fears all the time. If we want to be successful in the work life, I put a comma there, we should find a solution to our fears. Secondly, our fears can make life unbearable for us. There are many fears which affect people's ordinary I would say lives, that these people cannot, I would say, even go to they cannot make a speech to a group of people. How can these fearful people be successful in business life? We cannot live with these fears all of our life. Thirdly, it is not easy to find a remedy for fears, but we must do something for this. I would just say they hinder us from our goals. If we want to arrive at our goals, we should pass beyond and I would say things hinder us. I think that the most important thing to solve the problem of being determined. If we decide to solve our problems with, then search for a solution and may get some professional help from a psychiatrist. When we are going in that way, solving the problem is more possible. As a consequence, we cannot live with our fears all of our lives. We cannot get our aims. I would say we cannot
reach.
Thank you. Even the bare life with lots of fears is very heavy. I would say a very heavy weight for a human. We should solve our problems firstly, then the work life, and our life will be more happy than before, and we are going to succeed in life. We should solve our problems with fear first. Yeah. With
Lisa?
Yeah. Yes.
Happier is true, or?
Yeah, we'll be happier, you could say. Happier. And then I would say, and then we will succeed in life. Good. Okay, does anybody have any other questions?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, good. Mina, where did you write?
I also wrote the TOEFL essay.
Where is it? Oh, there it is. Okay. All right, good. Do you want to read it? How about I read it since we only have 1 more minute? I sort of agree with this statement. I think if someone is going to succeed in his or her life, he or she should face, should try to overcome his or her fears. I would like to explain why I am thinking of this. First of all, when we start something new in our life, we are always thinking of the end, and how the outcome will happen. That is our fear. For example, when I decided to move to this country, I was so worried about my future. Although this country is my dream country for living because of technology, lifestyle, human rights, economy, and science, etc. Lifestyle, human rights, economy, and hold on, Ishmael. Okay. Before moving here, before moving here, the 6 months before, I asked the same questions. I would just say I asked myself questions over and over to find answers. Did I find a job? Or how about would I earn good money? Would live comfortably and relaxed? Would I speak English enough? Would I meet nice people? Most of my friends told me that I was crazy because I quit my academic position, left my family and friends in my country, especially after age 30. It is scary. Now my income is good. I settle my life here. I would say I have settled my life here well. I have a job. I would say I have met nice people. I speak English, but I think it is not perfect yet. If I didn't, it's scary enough, I would find my. What did you mean here? If I didn't
enough fear or worry,
yeah. Oh, okay.
I couldn't find.
If I had, does that make sense?
Yes.
Had not been, so I wouldn't find my past job. I wouldn't. Do you mean if you had been afraid? If I had been more afraid, I would have found my job at Yale. It would have difficult. It would. Okay, I see. It would be difficult to say that now I should have less fear.
Fear.
Yeah.
Yes.
On the other hand, maybe too much fear is not good for health. For example, some people are worried about their life so much. I have known one friend for several years. She always worries about her career. She has, we could say, been late 2 times. She started a new job now, and she took, I would say, some training, and then she had several exams which she had to pass to start her position. She couldn't see the whole picture for her fear. Yes?
Yes.
Because she worried so much, and the first time she passed the exam. Plus she has gastric bleeding. To sum up, we cannot escape our fears. However, we should know our limits. We can reach our aims enough. We can reach our aims, what do you mean? With some fear?
Enough, yeah. With enough fears.
With some fear. Okay, I could say we can reach our aims even with fear. Okay, good. All right, does anybody have any other questions or anything?
I have a question.
Yes.
Why you change all did instead of would?
Oh, because the would is the conditional. So when you're talking about like the future and you don't know about it, that's what you use. Would. Did would be more like past. Did I get a job? Then you would answer yes, I got a job. But if you're wondering and you're thinking, oh, will I get a job or would I get a job? That's more like you don't know. It's uncertain. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. When you were writing here, let me find it again. Because that's how I understood what you were writing. Like these were the questions you were asking yourself. So you're in Turkey and you're thinking, oh, am I going to get a job? Will I? You could say, you could also put here, will I? It could be, will I find a job? Will I earn good money? Or would I? You're not sure.
The action is in the past. That is the reason I should use would instead of will.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
That's the way you were telling the story up till then. If you wanted to switch it to present and you put yourself back in time but in the present while you're telling the story, you were in Turkey saying, oh my gosh, will I get a job? Will I be able to, make enough money? But if you're talking about it in the past, you say, when I was in Turkey, I was thinking, would I get a job? Does that make sense? Yeah.
Yes.
The past. Okay, guys. Thanks for coming to class. You guys did a lot of good writing today. Yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll have to have a class on overcoming fears. Okay. All right. Thanks, guys. We'll see you later.
Thank you, Lisa.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Bye, everybody.